everyone, and welcome to Sudden Impact. I'm your host, JL, and we had an unfortunate misunderstanding last week. I had an intern that forgot to tell me it was Friday, so we fired him. No, we literally put him in a volcano. He's fired. Let's take it to the first match.
JL here, emanating from the middle of nowhere in the ass end of a cornfield. I'm here all by myself to witness this great elimination match for the Sudden Impact Television Championship. All by myself, nobody else around.
JL, I think you forgot who's sitting beside you.
Oh, well, I would hope you would go away, Chuck. Let's be honest.
Nonetheless, this is a fatal four-way elimination match for the Sudden Impact Television Championship. You have the defending champion, Sensei Bock, defending against three other competitors, Jason Allen, Matt Harmon, the Bionic Matt Harmon, and the Apocalypse, the former Sudden Impact Television Champion, the very first Sudden Impact Television Champion. We broadcast that victory here on Sudden Impact just over a year ago, but right now, Jason Allen with a drop kick to Sensei Bock, the man that Sensei Bock won the Sudden Impact Television title from in a fatal four-way match, and Jason Allen didn't even have to be pinned to lose the championship as he gives a knee lift to the Apocalypse.
Knee lift? Looked like he punted his head off, Chuck. I'm surprised Apocalypse's head just didn't bounce out to the crowd.
Yes, indeed, and JL, you made a very astute observation for once.
See, you can't even talk right, Chuck. I could do this by myself and I'd be better.
And JL, I'm tired of you insulting these great people in Latham, by the way, as Jason Allen was super kicking everybody, but Matt Harmon countered that super kick from the apron, and now he's landing some clubbing blows on the side, the ribs maybe, of Jason Allen.
Latham? Is that where we're at? This is nowhere.
But nonetheless, Matt Harmon comes back in with a slingshot leg drop, and he's not going for the pin. That may be a mistake. He's bringing Jason Allen back up to his feet, and he lands another clubbing blow.
You know, that's the problem sometimes with Matt Harmon. He's a monster. He's big. He can rough you up really good, but I think sometimes he overestimates his ability when it comes to his own strength. Sometimes it backfires on him, Chuck.
Jason Allen in some trouble on the receiving end of a Uranagi by Matt Harmon. Pins him, but he doesn't hook the leg, and he only gets a 2 count.
A what, Chuck? Did you say Yogi Bear?
Yogi Bear has nothing to do with this professional wrestling match, as Matt Harmon hits a super kick of his own on Jason Allen, and a form of a super kick by the Apocalypse, and won by Sensei Bock. And Sensei Bock, he better watch behind him, Jason Allen. And there's the master of the super kick. However, he doesn't take Bock down. And he goes, and a flatliner. This could be it here. Jason Allen bringing him to the corner. Like I said, the man who defeated Jason Allen for the television title was Sensei Bock without even pinning him in the fatal four-way match that never made air. And the double stomp, but he rolls through. And Bock with the flying kick, he hooks the leg, and the pin is broken up by Matt Harmon.
You know, and that shows the power of Matt Harmon. He's big and he's brutal, and he's gonna mess you up.
Wait just a second. Sensei Bock still got the 3 count on Jason Allen after Matt Harmon broke the pin up.
Bye, go home. Nobody wants to see you anymore, Allen. Bye.
And Matt Harmon landing some more clubbing blows on Sensei Bock. And now, is he setting him up for a DDT? No. Counter. And Sensei Bock biting back on Matt Harmon, and some clubbing blows to the back of Matt Harmon. And Sensei Bock, he puts that foot right to the face and the back of the head of Matt Harmon. And now the Apocalypse, he's in some trouble courtesy of the world's greatest martial artist, Sensei Bock.
This is a more aggressive side of Sensei Bock than I've ever seen, Chuck. I'm actually surprised he's got the fire like this.
Maybe that's why you wanted him in Empire, JL.
I don't want to talk about that. But this guy is usually Mr. Goody Two Shoes, Mr. Do-Gooder. But I don't know, Sensei Bock, he's really showing some fire in the belly here today, Chuck.
Matt Harmon takes Sensei Bock back to the corner. Bock counters, and Bock smashes his head into the turnbuckle. Irish whip and a reverse by Matt Harmon. Harmon misses with the clothesline in the corner. Bock comes out, and he is on the apron. And now a shoulder tackle to the gut, to the midsection, breadbasket, whatever you want to call it, of Matt Harmon by the Apocalypse. And now the Apocalypse has him in a waistlock. Looked like he was going for the O'Connor roll. But now, here comes Sensei Bock. He is coming on the second rope. He's positioning himself here. What is he doing? And a sunset flip takes both men over!
Wow, that was crazy, Chuck. But like I say, I'm seeing a side of Sensei Bock I've never seen before.
And he gets only a 2 count on the Apocalypse. We are down to 3 men. Former Sudden Impact Television champion Jason Allen has been eliminated.
Well, they can't all win, Chuck. In an elimination match, at least we're going to whittle this down to where only the fittest survive.
Yes, indeed. And this isn't a match where you don't have to be pinned to be defeated or to lose your championship. Nonetheless, Sensei Bock has only a 25% chance of retaining his championship mathematically as he hooks the leg and only gets a 2 count on the Apocalypse. But Sensei Bock, his chances are now greater. Now they're up to 33%, JL.
Well, you can do the math or whatever. You and that Steiner guy can do it together because you do good math, right? You do good math. But I'm going to tell you right now, you absolutely have to be pinned or submitted to lose your championship if you're going to lose it.
Well, Sensei Bock, he got a near fall on, I don't even know what you call that maneuver, but a very innovative maneuver, thinking outside the box. Because Sensei Bock, a very well-versed martial artist, he goes over and he puts the boot to Matt Harmon, and another clubbing blow to Matt Harmon. Matt Harmon's he's a little bit out of it here.
He's taking one too many shots to the head, Chuck. But I'll tell you what, I really don't have any dogs in this race. But still, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here. There's a lot of fire, especially in Sensei Bock, that I've just never seen before.
And a sidewalk slam by the Apocalypse on Sensei Bock, showing that power. The Apocalypse looking for his second Sudden Impact Television Championship. He's had his chances to regain that title and has come up short each time. But right now, he is setting Sensei Bock up for a suplex, very well executed in the middle of the ring.
And it's good. It might take him out. I don't know. I mean, all 3 men are down. It isn't looking good for him. It looks like he's going to maybe cover him. I don't know what's going on over there now, Chuck.
Well, Sensei Bock.
Oh, he's beating the hell out of him.
Or excuse me, not Sensei Bock. The Apocalypse. He better not worry about only Sensei Bock, because you got Matt Harmon right over there in the corner, and he could just be biding his time. And a knee drop by the Apocalypse on Sensei Bock. And now, the Apocalypse, he could be setting up for his coup de grace move here. And wait just 1 second. Yes, there it is. And wait just 1 second. No, Matt Harmon, he tosses him to the corner, and he hooks a leg at Bock, and he gets a 3 count. So now we are down to just Matt Harmon and the Apocalypse. He picked up the pieces after the Apocalypse hit Sensei Bock with that maneuver he calls the prophecy.
And Bock, this is the best I've seen Bock. This is the best fire and brimstone boiling down in his gut that I've ever seen with him. But you don't have to count these two out. These two, they absolutely hate each other, and you can tell, Chuck. Just look at the fire in his eyes. Harmon is not a man to be messed with.
No love lost between these two, as you've seen. They've had several battles here on this program. but we are now guaranteed to have a new Sudden Impact Television Champion. Will it be for the second time in his career, the Apocalypse, or will Matt Harmon finally come out with championship gold here in Midwest Impact Pro as he becomes Sudden Impact Television Champion?
And the problem right here is the Apocalypse is trying to pander to his fans. Harmon is laser focused. Laser focused, Chuck.
Matt Harmon, a very intense individual indeed, and he conserved a lot of energy while there were still only three guys in the ring. He just let Sensei Bock and the Apocalypse battle it out so he could save his energy, and that turned out to be a good strategy as they circle around one another, feeling one another out. Both men want to walk out with the gold.
You know, he actually accepted the handshake of the Apocalypse. I'm kind of surprised at just the anger and animosity there. I'm actually surprised he went through with it, Chuck.
Very shocking indeed, as Sensei Bock, is he about to tie? Yes, it looks like he's tying Matt Harmon up in the tree of woe. Shades of the great Kevin Sullivan, the Taskmaster, whatever you want to call him, and he's putting the boots to the breadbasket of Matt Harmon.
Oh, Harmon's taking a beating here, but I think you're right, Chuck. I think he's had enough rest where he may be able to come out of this.
Well, the Apocalypse, he has him up. A power slam. That could be all she wrote. He hooks a leg, and he only gets a 2 count. That was close, JL.
That was a razor thin, Chuck. This is actually a little more exciting than I thought it would be. When, you look at Apocalypse and you think, oh well, he's going to be destroyed by Harmon. But so far, I don't know. Harmon's been on the receiving end of a lot, and it looks like things are just about to change, Chuck.
Well, Matt Harmon firing back with ease. Matt Harmon wants his first title here in Midwest Impact Pro.
I think it's over, Chuck. I think it's all over with.
He hits the ropes, but the Apocalypse comes back with the clothesline. Could he be closing in on his second reign as Sudden Impact Television Champion? He's getting Harmon back up. He lays in a right hand, and another. Harmon is in trouble, and he's laying in those right hands to the skull of Matt Harmon, the Apocalypse now.
Chuck, you're an idiot. That's his left hand. He's left-handed.
Oh, nonetheless, and wait a minute, Matt Harmon catches him. A belly-to-back suplex, a side suplex. That could be all. He hooks the leg, and he gets a 3 count. We have a new Sudden Impact Television Champion, JL.
It's amazing, Chuck. I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
Matt Harmon has finally ascended the mountain here in Midwest Impact Pro. He wins his first championship. He is your new Sudden Impact Television Champion as we go back to the studio with you, JR.
It's JL!
Impact TV champion, Matt Harmon!
What a great match. I enjoyed it. Great championship match. Next week, we're going to have something great for you because it's the end of the season 3. I love it, and I think you will too. It wasn't knocking again. We'll see you next week.